tickets today.
It's time for the Daily J, brought to you by Coons.com. Here's today's category and clue. To find out the response, watch Jeopardy tonight at 7:30 on ABC7.
Get 2,000 customer cash on the purchase of a new 2018 Sportage at Kia's Light Up the Holiday sales event.
Tonight, breaking news, the Republican tax bill just revealed. At the last minute, 2 crucial no votes flipped to yes. From your health care to your mortgage, how much will middle-class families really save, or will the rich come out on top? Also at this hour, 2 new storms, a winter blast, snow and ice making for some very dangerous driving. President Trump lashing out on the Russia investigation, and we ask, will he pardon Michael Flynn?
We'll see what happens. Let's see.
That as he slams the FBI just moments before he walked through their door. An active shooter on the streets of a major American city, the high-speed chase, the dangerous suspect at the wheel, multiple people in the line of fire. Just in time for the holidays, record-breaking packages in the mail. Will they arrive on time? And what happens when the delivery man giveth and the delivery man taketh? And save the date, the royal wedding is set.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on this busy Friday night. I'm Cecilia Vega in for David. And tonight, President Trump is on the verge of his first major legislative victory. The tax cuts that he promises will be, quote, rocket fuel for the economy, clearing major last-minute hurdles. 2 holdout senators say they are now on board. A big smile from Texas Congressman Kevin Brady, the man driving that plan through Capitol Hill. But the ink isn't even dry. The plan only published just a short time ago. So what does it mean for all those deductions so many families claim? ABC's senior congressional correspondent Mary Bruce starts us off with the details just coming in.
Behind this closed door today, Republicans sealed the biggest overhaul to the nation's tax code in a generation.
Mr. Chairman.
Now they have a final bill, and they say they have the votes.
I'm confident at the end of the day, the Senate will approve this.
And tonight, senators are falling in line. Just yesterday, Senator Marco Rubio said he was a no, that the child tax credit had to be more generous to get his vote.
I want to support tax reform. It's important for the country, but I think this needs to be part of it.
Today, Republicans gave him what he wanted, allowing low-income families to claim up to $1,400 per child. Rubio is now a yes. Senator Bob Corker is also now on board. In the past, he said he'd never support a bill that adds to the debt.
It's not going to happen, never. Never going to happen. Never, ever, ever.
This plan is predicted to add $1.5 trillion to the debt. But today, Corker announced he's voting for it anyway, saying the question becomes, is our country better off with or without this piece of legislation? I think we are better off with it. The final bill slashes the corporate tax rate from 35 to 21%, a big win for big business. For individuals, it lowers the top tax rate from 39 to 37%, a big win for the wealthy. But it limits the new mortgage interest deduction to $750,000. Republican senators say their priority is tax relief for the middle class.
Overall, the benefits will go primarily to people in the middle class.
What does the middle class get from the bill? It doubles the standard deduction, and you can still deduct interest on your current mortgage. But people will only be able to deduct $10,000 combined from their state and local income and property taxes. And it eliminates the Obamacare individual mandate, which could leave 13 million more Americans uninsured in the next decade. Analysts say the middle class could end up paying more.
You've seen the criticism of this bill. Why do you think the wealthiest need another tax cut?
Well, that's exactly wrong. This delivers and prioritizes middle-class tax relief.
To middle-class Americans who may be afraid they will see their taxes go up?
Well, they won't. They're going to see their taxes cut.
And Mary joins us live from Capitol Hill. Mary, this tax bill was just released, but Congress still thinks they can vote on this by early next week?
Cecilia, this bill is over 1,000 pages. Lawmakers will now spend the weekend poring over it, but they won't have a lot of time. The House plans to vote on Tuesday, followed shortly after by the Senate. Republicans are hoping to have a bill on the president's desk next week.
We will all be following this one. Okay, Mary, thank you. I want to turn next to, at this hour, those 2 winter storms moving in. A new round of lake effect snow in northern Michigan heading across to New York State, expected to bring up to 14 inches in some spots. And that second storm arriving in Philly, Baltimore, and right here in New York City, just in time for our evening commute. And brace yourself, there will be some strong Arctic temperatures again tonight. ABC's senior meteorologist Rob Marciano is right outside tracking it all. Hey, Rob.
Hey, Cecilia, as you mentioned, this is a poorly timed accumulating snow event for New York City. The backing up towards the George Washington Bridge, which connects I-95 towards Connecticut. Jersey has certainly seen some accumulating snows along that thoroughfare. Look at the radar. The back edge has yet to go through New Jersey. It'll take a couple of hours before it does so. This is an ambitious little coastal low, but it's running out of real estate as it pushes to the east. 1 to 3 inches general, but that is enough to slick up the roads. And strong squalls rotating through the Great Lakes as well. 6 to 12 inches of snow in the favored spots. And there will be more cold air behind this. Wind chills tomorrow again will be in the teens, warming up some on Sunday, but next week the northern tier certainly will see more in the way of cold pulses and some snow. Cecilia?
It already looks like a rough drive home out there. Okay, Rob, get inside. Thanks. We want to turn next to President Trump making a visit to the FBI Academy in Virginia today, just days after saying the agency was in tatters. But once he was there, nothing but praise for the men and women of law enforcement. He also had an intriguing answer today when our team asked, would he pardon Michael Flynn? Here's ABC's David Wright.
Today, the president would not rule out pardoning his former national security advisor, who recently pled guilty to lying to the FBI and is now cooperating with the special counsel.
Would you consider a pardon for Michael Flynn? I don't want to talk about pardons for Michael Flynn yet. We'll see what happens. Let's see.
He made it crystal clear to ABC's John Karl and other reporters gathered to see him off that he has no use for Robert Mueller's probe into Russian meddling.
They're spending millions and millions of dollars. There is absolutely no collusion. I didn't make a phone call to Russia. I have nothing to do with Russia. Everybody knows it.
President Trump has been lambasting the FBI. Its reputation in tatters, worst in history, he said in one recent tweet. He was especially vexed by text messages sent during the campaign by one of the agents, later picked by the special counsel to be on his team. In those texts, the agent called Trump an idiot and said Hillary Clinton should win 100 million to nothing. Mueller fired the agent over the summer as soon as he learned about the messages, but that doesn't satisfy the president.
It's a shame what's happened with the FBI. It is very sad when you look at those documents, and how they've done that is really, really disgraceful.
Moments later, there he was at the FBI Academy in Quantico, Virginia, all smiles. Sitting next to him, Attorney General Jeff Sessions, who has himself been feeling the president's wrath for recusing himself from the Russia probe.
I have the honor to introduce someone who supports law enforcement officers just as he promised, 100%.
And in Quantico, the president didn't utter one word of criticism of either Jeff Sessions or the FBI.
I have so many friends that are police officers, so many people in the FBI. These are great, great people.
David joins us now from the White House. And David, you're learning tonight that President Trump's lawyers are expected to meet soon with special counsel Robert Mueller and his team.
That's right, Cecilia. This would be a rare sit-down for the two sides. They're set to get together next week. The president's private lawyers are hoping to get an update on where the investigation into possible collusion stands, hoping really to get a sense that that investigation might be drawing to a close. But it's not at all clear whether Robert Mueller will give them that reassurance. Cecilia?
They've got a lot to talk about. Okay, David, thanks. Next to the confirmation hearing going viral, one of President Trump's nominees for federal judge questioned about his experience, admitting he has never actually tried a case in court, and it just went downhill from there. Here's ABC's David Curley.
Have any of you not tried a case to verdict in a courtroom?
It is the viral video viewed more than 5 million times, a nominee to become one of the country's top jurists, a federal judge.
Have you ever tried a jury trial?
I have not.
Civil?
No.
Criminal?
No.
Bench?
No.
State or federal court?
I have not.
Matthew Peterson, a lawyer who serves on the Federal Election Commission nominated by President Trump, struggled under questioning from a Republican senator.
Have you ever argued a motion in state court?
I have not.
Have you ever argued a motion in federal court?
No.
This encounter just a day before the Senate and the president reached a landmark. 12 federal circuit court judges confirmed, the most in the first year of any president, proclaimed the Republican chair of the committee.
Yes.
Can you tell me what the Dober standard is?
Senator Kennedy, I don't have that readily at my disposal.
Do you know what a motion in limine is?
Yes, I haven't. Again, my background is not in litigation.
While that was a Republican questioning Peterson, the White House stands behind the nominee and says it's not surprising the president's political opponents and some members of the media keep trying to distract from the record number of confirmations.
The questioner, Louisiana Republican Senator John Kennedy, says he supports the president and he was just doing his job. But he has not responded to our question of whether he will vote to confirm the nominee he questioned. Cecilia?
Okay, David, thank you. I want to turn next tonight to the high-speed police chase through Baltimore. A suspect wanted for a deadly shooting spree racing through the streets. Police say he targeted victims at random. Here's ABC's Gio Benitez.
Tonight, a chaotic car chase in Baltimore.
He keeps firing out of his vehicle at passing vehicles.
Watch as this car turns onto a side street, then a parking lot, looping back around, off-roading, narrowly avoiding a police car head-on, then completely turning around, going the wrong way on a one-way street.
9 police cars at least following directly behind this car.
Police believe that driver was involved in a triple shooting last night where 1 man died. In today's chase, that man allegedly shooting at 5 people, including an officer, 2 people hit. Finally, at noon, captured. According to police, the man's girlfriend pulling him out of the car. Police moving in, finding a handgun and a rifle in the car.
God knows if we would have let this guy go, just imagine the damage and the destruction of life that would have ensued. I'm just glad he's in a pair of handcuffs.
And Cecilia, aside from those 2 people shot, 1 police officer was also seriously injured in the leg. Tonight, all of them are recovering. Cecilia?
And that is good news, Gio. Thank you. I want to turn to that massive fire in California, the Thomas Fire. Surging again, jumping over containment lines. Crews bracing for another dangerous weekend. And now they are also mourning the loss of one of their own. Here's ABC's senior national correspondent, Matt Gutman.
Tonight, the Thomas Fire north of Los Angeles has been roaring back to life, chewing through 3,000 acres the past 24 hours, infernos spawning new evacuations in the town of Fillmore. We were there as it exploded overnight.
When you see this palm tree burn, what is incredible is just the sheer size of those embers, and that is how a fire like this jumps over firefighters' containment lines.
The numbers as staggering as the flames. It is the 4th largest fire in California history, scorching 400 square miles, nearly 1,000 structures destroyed, more than 90,000 people forced from their homes. And this fire deadly again. Firefighter Corey Iverson killed in the line of duty Monday. A GoFundMe page set up to raise money for the 8-year veteran's pregnant wife and young daughter. For the 8,300 firefighters still on the front lines, there's no giving up.
Is the team pretty burnt out?
No. It's what we train for, is what we do. Yeah. They come up there, help us. We come down here, help them. Real simple.
And Cecilia, the winds are expected to pick back up again this weekend. One reason firefighters expect to be battling these flames until after the new year. Cecilia.
They cannot just catch a break. Okay, Matt, thank you. Tonight, another Hollywood icon facing a growing number of accusers. More than half a dozen women accusing actor Dustin Hoffman of sexual misconduct. Some of them say they were teenagers at the time. The actor's lawyer calls the allegations, quote, defamatory falsehoods. Here's ABC's Lindsay Davis.
Dustin, right there, sir. An onslaught of allegations tonight against a Hollywood legend. More than half a dozen women, 3 of them teenagers at the time, now claim Academy Award winner Dustin Hoffman sexually harassed or assaulted them.
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me.
The 80-year-old star of film classics like The Graduate faces new accusations dating back decades in explosive reports by The Hollywood Reporter and Variety.
At the time that these stories took place, Dustin Hoffman was
one of the biggest actors working, if not the biggest actor working.
I promised I'd love.
2 women tell Variety Hoffman assaulted them while he was filming the movie Ishtar. And Catherine Rossiter, seen here with Hoffman in Death of a Salesman,